Tough matchup for DK. I'm not exactly sure how to SDI all of the things correctly, so I'll probably have some questions about that. Yeah, for the most part, I try to just like, I don't want to be anywhere close to you, so I'm gonna try to use my like ranged options. Because if you get close to me, I just get wrecked.
Same, but it's for you. It's like hit me twice and I'm at like 40 or off stage. I gotta do a pretty crazy combo for the most part. Like at least for me, you're a bigger body, so I can get away with doing some stuff. But I hate getting hit by your down B. Like it's not like a horribly strong move as far as the straight up damage, but what it gives you as far as the situation, it's brutal for me. If I air dodge out of it, sometimes you can make the read with the up smash. In some cases, you can just get it out of like a landing down B in the air. It's like, this is just pain.
I like what they did for it in this game. Like they actually buffed it really hard. One of the patches where they lowered all of its like its startup, the timing between the slaps and the cooldown on the slaps. So then it became just a true like launcher, especially if you get second hit down B.
Was that like a quality of life from Smash 4 to Ultimate, or did they buffed it in Ultimate?
Well, no, that actually they pretty much kept the move the same between Smash 4 and Ultimate, but then at a certain patch they decided to just decided to make it way better, and like now you can actually combo off of it. I want to say it was really the last patch that DK got touched, like in any meaningful way. Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like the thing about DK for me is he gets a rep of not being that good of a character, but if you're playing against someone who knows what they're doing, he's just so strong, and he has, I think, is it super armor on his side B, or is it heavy armor?
Yes. He has a lot of super armor moves, actually. He has 10 frames of super armor on side B, that's 5 through 14. He has 13 frames of super armor on the grounded up B, that's 5 through 17, and he has 10 frames of super armor on giant punch, 11 through 20. So he's got a lot of stuff.
I'm just dead. The pain of Falco. Yeah. Oh god. Falco with no jump is the worst off stage. I'm trying to do that. Okay.
Yeah, the grounded down B just gives me like nice 50-50 situations. If I hit you with the first slap, it's the second slap that gives me the combos. So it takes a bit more of like a read on your landing and stuff.
Dead. Yeah. That's not going to work against you. Most DKs will either just go straight down for the dare, and they don't really wait for me to jump back. But if you just wait, there's nothing I can do.
Yeah, Falco's that glass cannon, right? Like
it's so brutal off stage. I was talking to a student yesterday about that, where it's like Falco's not a hard character to play as, but he's very hard to win with, in the sense that where he gets most of his kills is off stage. So it's very high risk, very high reward. So if I happen to miss off stage, I'm basically guaranteed dead. If I'm playing against a competent player, that is. You shouldn't be able to recover as Falco multiple times if you're missing your edge guards. And yeah, you kind of saw that on the last game already, right? I do like that though. Playing against someone who's actually good, staying in shield for a second, most people would have just jumped out immediately, and you would have got out for free because I didn't do anything. Yeah, that's trouble. I'm supposed to be dead. Did you? Yeah, that dash attack was supposed to be a turnaround S smash, was it not?
I tried to, yeah.
I was gonna say.
Get the sliding charge.
Oh, that actually worked out.
The second laser.
He just knew. The god tier spacing. Yeah.
Still back here.
I'm messing up. That's supposed to be ledge. Yeah. Good catch.
Thanks.
That's safe on shield? I couldn't grab that.
The aerial down B, if I space it perfectly on shield, on close to the ground, it's -4. But it's very hard to do that, like as a human.
So on
like,
paper, it's
most
safe,
cases,
but like depending on how high up you are, right? I guess. Okay. I see.
It'll be more punishable the higher I land it on your shield.
Is that true combo as well? Down B off of
yeah,
back air?
That's the second hit grounded down B that I was telling you about. If I hit that on like either a landing or a roll or a spot dodge, I get true combos into up air or back air depending on like positioning. Yeah.
Okay. Whether like it's almost like a mix up just by being a higher level player to assume that sometimes you're just not gonna do that. You know, as far as walk up and just throw me straight into the blast zone. Like, is there ever a time where like you personally wouldn't do that? Like, we're gonna go to throw him into the stage or do a turnaround, throw him up off the top or something like that. Like, how would someone know that's gonna happen?
Right. The real mix up to be afraid of there, that the reason that people are afraid of mashing is because like DK could always just go for the cargo stage spike. And if you're mashing, you're afraid it's gonna mess up your inputs and you're gonna miss your tech.
Yeah.
So the trick there is, and again, as a DK player, I would say I'm, you know, very well versed in this concept because I think that people don't mash enough in Smash Ultimate. I think it's a stupid mecanic that you have to, there's so much mashing that is going on and that you have to be good at it. But when you're fighting DK, when it comes to like cargo and berry and like all those things, it's happening very frequently. So you come across it a lot. So actually the answer is whenever you think that you're going to be punishable enough by, first of all, this is reactable. If you see this coming, just start mashing preemptively. Why? Because you can input up to 10 frames before it actually happens, and those 10 frames will be buffered mash inputs toward you breaking out of the ground. And that goes for before you get grabbed too. So while I grab you, before I even transition into the cargo animation, start mashing, because those mashing inputs buffer during the cargo hold. So actually it's anticipation as well as reaction. That is how you deal with that. If you're reacting to like, oh man, I'm in the ground, and then start trying to mash, chances are you're going to get F smashed or giant punched or up smashed or whatever it is, right? So it comes down to not just, it's like awareness of the situation, maybe matchup exposure, but really it's anticipation and preemptive mashing. And that's the most important thing. And that's why a lot of people complain about like, they get grabbed at like 90 here, they get walked over here, walk across the entire stage, jump, cargo forward. Like, that's fake, dude. Like, you can mash, like, and you should have been mashing even before you got grabbed, because you knew you were punishable, and you as a player, you know when you're in cooldown, so you know when you're gonna get punished. So that's kind of how it works. Yeah.
I guess a question, like the other side of that would be, if you know someone's going to mash, is there ever a chance that you'd want them to mash to, like, let's say get like bad DI on a different throw, or like misinput something in the middle of the stage, and you could follow up with a different punish? Like, have you ever?
Yeah,
that's another thing.
DK can mix people
about.
up.
So
DK can mix people up, but the thing is, like, again, it's all comes down to like, you should always be mashing. Say if I'm walking you off, but you can react to the throw animation. If I stop. This is the one grimy thing about online. If I run off stage and cargo back throw you, you have to anticipate that, and you have to stop mashing just in case they go for that, because it's too fast and it kills you at like 30. You just go straight down if you miss attack. So whereas if I do the buffer turnaround cargo down throw stage spike, that's reactable because you can see me turn around first before I throw you, and you know it's coming. But the cargo back throw stage spike, that's the grimy one. That's the Wi-Fi DK special. That's the one I hate because I don't do it because I'm an offline player, and I see all these DKs cheesing stocks away. I'm like, man, like, if only people were teching that, because if you tech that, you can footstool DK for free. He has so much lag after he does that cargo back there stage spike. So if you just do a neutral tech, drop footstool him, he's dead. He can't get back. But again, that's why it's a powerful strategy, and that could be a mix up for where, you know, if you're still mashing there and you're not getting ready to buffer that tech, then you'll end up just dying there.
Yeah, you'll like air dodge early, or like you'll miss the tech completely, or you'll throw out like an up B or side B or an attack or something.
Yeah. A couple other mix-ups DK has that are cool though is like, instead of me doing the jump cargo forward throw here, if I have to walk super far, if I grab you like from center and I know I'm not going to be able to make it like here halfway to the blast zone where I need to for cargo forward throw to kill, I can do turnaround jump cargo back throw. So optimal DI against cargo forward throw is up and in, right? So if I walk and then full jump, turn around, cargo back throw, if you're DIing up and in, you're gonna die straight off the top from that one. So that's the DI mix up. You have to DI that one down and behind DK, so that would be down and right to survive it. So that's a little janky little matchup knowledge thing, and you can react to it, of course. As soon as I turn around, it's like, wait, what is he going for? Wait, okay, he's gonna go for cargo back throw. That is a gimmick. So if you DI in on it, you die straight off the top. If you DI down and away, you'll survive to like 180. Like, it'll never kill you. It's super gimmicky. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the things, like, for me, that I don't get a chance to really have it happen in real time that often. I feel like I've seen it sometimes, but even then, it's like it always kills whenever I see someone have it happen to them because they don't know what they're doing either, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's just exposure, matchup knowledge, mix-ups, and these are like super deep things that might come in like a best of 5 set or something, and you're only gonna do it once. You're not gonna show them it multiple times because it's like a trick in your back pocket, or you've been conditioning the eye one way or the other or something. Yeah.
I was gonna say, since we're on the topic of the ledge, I was gonna ask you about the sticky walk, and you knew it was coming.
Oh yeah.
So
sticky walk. Yeah.
I don't know if you really want to give away the secret of how to get out of it. I don't know if there is a secret.
I don't mind, dude. I want the meta. I want the layers of the meta to evolve with this. Sure, this is a cheesy tactic. Yes, I'm going to be doing to people in Smash World Tour. Are they still going to buffer air dodge and die? And out of the release? Yes, because they don't know how to deal with it. Like, you know. So I'm of the mind where I actually want to show off the meta and like, because I want to see what the counterplay is, so I can counter the counterplay. You know,
makes sense.
Kind of a thing. So we want to see the different layers. So pretty much what it is if you get grabbed near the ledge, I'm going to hold forward, then I'm going to hold down and forward, and it's going to look something like this.
Yeah.
And I'm usually going to do a B reverse up B so that it puts you in a really bad spot.
Yeah.
So pretty much as Falco, it looks like a good mix up for you to do would be like maybe you take that up B hit and then you save your jump. You have a really good double jump height. So you can like maybe jump back side B and try to either go on stage or like clip me or something. But like, again, this is a bad position for you, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just not somewhere you want to be. So your mix-ups just have to be nice in that situation. If you try to just recover low or your jump gets stuffed because you were mashing jump when I do this B reverse up B, then you're in big trouble because then it's just
if I have no jump, it's completely over.
Right.
I was gonna say, for me, if I know, let's say if I was gonna fight you in a bracket and I knew that you knew how to do that, and maybe you don't know if I know how to get out of it, I would try and take you to a stage that I can go underneath. So if I could go like this and get under the stage and go to the other side, I would probably at least get away from you, right? I can make it on this stage, but that's very lucky, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect that.
So I'm thinking if you're here, if you do your B reverse, let's say even if you did your up B, neutral get up, and ran across the stage, you would get a ledge trap situation, but I'm at least not guaranteed dead. Versus if I jump back, if I jump and get hit by your up B, it's over. If I get stuck in my up bar, if I get stuck in my up B like this, you can let go and go for your back air or your down air like you have in the past, right? Or even just nair. If I'm at high enough percent, just jump back with nair and I've died, right?
Right.
So I don't know if that's it's a Falco specific thing, or I guess if a character can go under the stage, like an Inkling maybe or something like that. But for the most part,
yeah, no, that's good counterplay. I think that would work especially well on, I mean, it works on Town, it would work well on Smashville, it would work on Lilat, and especially the small stages where you can kind of go underneath.
I think I can make it under FD too, even. It's just very, it's very low, so it'd be scary, but I think it'll still work.
Something I wanted to point out that it's actually, again, it's very niche, very like specific to that tech that is like blatantly giving it away, right, in a certain way, but during that release, it's not a set distance that you travel. You can DI that. You could DI the release in. You could let it be neutral. You could DI it away. If you DI it in, it's much easier for you to now jump and footstool off of DK to avoid the situation altogether. You can mix up by directional air dodging up and forward to the ledge and snapping. Of course, that's dangerous because that's down air territory if I see it coming. So like, but the way that I've seen, like normally when I get it on people like snakes and they don't know what's going on, what will happen is, you know, they'll footstool out, and what they're doing is they're just DIing in toward me and then mashing jump and footstooling. But some characters, I think Falco, Fox being of that class, they're such fast fallers that this drop off B reverse up B is actually guaranteed. And you might not be able to DI in. So it's weird. But it's just a very strange tech. So if you can avoid this up B, then you're okay. So see, with that jump there, that jump alone is like pretty good mix up there, because like I have to cover that right away with something. Yeah, see, you can footstool off of that if I go for the up B.
So I was
now the next level. Yeah. So now you can escape the 0 to death method of this mix up, but this is also a thing.
Yeah. So right there, I didn't hold it in. I had no DI on that. I was curious. Do it again. Yeah, so right there, I'm holding like up and in to try and
Yeah,
get a little bit
up and in
above
is
you.
the best way to DI it. Absolutely, absolutely. But if you're caught sleeping and you're at 0 and like, you know, that breakout can happen very quickly. Like I said, it's a gimmicky tech, right? There's a lot of different freestyle options that DK can go for after it. They haven't all been explored yet because I haven't fought somebody that knows the counterplay. And sometimes I can fight a Falco. I can take all 3 stocks because he just doesn't know what to do. So yeah, I think it's more along the lines of like a gimmicky strat, and also there's some not so secret tech that I can do out of it too. That's really grimy. So I could do this.
Yeah. If I'm mashing jump, that's the thing. Yeah. And Falco, it's just GG's. He's just dead, bro.
So that's the super grimy mix up that I can do out, because like I can wait until basically what happens there is it's dependent on your mash, right? So when you mash out, that's when we fall off stage. But I can also determine when we fall off stage by just holding forward, and then I can go for the stage spike. And you have to be ready on the fly to that staggered timing, and that's where it becomes like crazy. Super gimmicky, and like really like a really good mix up that exists as an option for DK. So yeah, it's just a dangerous tech. Don't get grabbed near ledge. You know, you don't want to be put in that spot.
The ultimate counterplay really is to just never be near the ledge to a point where you can never get that specific setup to happen. Like if you, like how far away can you walk from the middle? I guess. Like I guess if I was mashing super hard, like
I would go nowhere. Yeah. You'd have to be at least like 100? I want to say like 60 or 70.
Oh wow.
For me to maybe get to the. But if you have a crazy mash. Like again, and this goes for like PDKO too, right? The kill confirm where I jump, cargo up throw, jump, double jump up air. That one, we've generally come to the consensus that it's like, if you have a good mash or a good enough mash, 65% and under, you can mash out. But 65 and over is where it becomes difficult, and you need an incredible mash to get out. And what I mean by that is like, I grab you, I'm walking over, I'm jumping, and then I'm tossing you. So before that toss, you can actually break out if you have a good mash at 65% or under. So that's why you should always be preemptive mashing when you're going to get grabbed by DK, because then that makes that confirm fake. Like I catch. And that being said, I have played against, not to call out anyone by name, but I've played against top 10 players that don't have good mashes because they don't preemptive mash, or that maybe they don't have enough matchup experience. Very possible, because this is Donkey Kong we're talking about. Like he's not anything incredibly threatening at top level, so they might just not know like the gimmicks and stuff. But yeah, like,
I think one other question I guess would be what kind of follow-ups or combos or anything do you have out of your throws if you don't cargo? Is there anything where I would just want to not mash and DI something because there is a mix-up for that, or that never ever happens?
There are some things. So for DK, if I have you in certain percents, like actually down throw is a nice mix up I like to go for, or you can also short hop cargo down throw, and then they'll splat on a platform. Those are 2 instances where you actually have to hold up to escape those. So holding up will allow you to then jump away, because you don't want that splat to happen, right? So down throw is like, say if you're at a certain percent where I might down throw you, right? This can set up a tech chase situation. So if you're not DIing up on this is hard to react to, and you'll just splat on the ground. It puts you in a bad tech chase situation, right? But you can hold up on that and jump away. But again, in the moment, if you don't see it coming, it's very hard to react to. You have to read it. So it's almost like, all right, I'm getting grabbed by DK. Hold up just in case he does down throw. Oh, he didn't. It's a cargo. Okay, now I'm gonna change to survival DI. You should be mashing anyway, but
So even if I just get like, let's say, just down throw, no matter what, for the most part I should be mashing every time I get grabbed, no matter what happens. And if I get down throw, that's a massive mix up on your part.
It's a mix up. You should be able to react, maybe like you should be mashing just in case I do, you know, the cargo combo, but that's where like your percent awareness comes into play, right? So you don't really have to mash. If you see me like going for PDKO, you should always be mashing. If you see me walking the ledge, you should, pretty much just always mash preemptively if you're about to get grabbed by DK. But the percents on Falco where this becomes a kill confirm is 59 to 67, meaning that on this stage, actually, the only way I can KO you, we might be able to do it here. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's when you really got to be mashing hard, because
Yeah.
I need time to jump and then toss you onto that platform in order to go for that kind of a thing. But then again, there's all sorts of obscure stuff you have to know when fighting DK to avoid, like that right there is not true if you're doing optimal DI, which is when you're at the maximum of the window, which is the hold up and jump.
Okay.
When you're at the minimums, you want a survival DI, which is to hold either straight left or straight right, and then mash air dodge to try to avoid the up air. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's again, it's a lot. It's matchup knowledge. But there's a small window on Falco, and again, on Battlefield, I'm not gonna hit that on you. It's literally the window is 67% only. So as long as you're holding up and jumping, when you're at 67, you're probably gonna get away.
Okay.
On other stages, it'll be harder because the window will be a little bit. It's about 8%. Yeah.